Hello and welcome to my graphic novel of comic strips titled Found Earth. This is page 10 of volume 2. We're chugging right along. I'm recording this really close to when I recorded page 9, so I'm not entirely sure how much I'm going to have to talk about outside of what happens in this page. So you've got the robot being bitten by the little baby brontosaurus, and there's a big hubbub about that, and the little toddler with the two hairs. The symbolism is not subtle. Finds the spear that's been laying on the ground and uses it to whack the robot, because I guess he wants everybody to think that he's saving his pet brontosaurus, although I think he just really wants to hit something with a spear and get away with it. I mean, obviously he gets yelled at later in the page when you read the whole thing. Some kids you gotta watch a little more than others, I guess. They get into more, and they need more guidance than others. Some kids are really easy. Some kids are not. And I have a feeling that we're going to get an object lesson in that thought process over the next few pages for this volume. I'm back to using my carpenter's pencil. I guess I found it at that point. I don't know. I did this months ago. Trying to remember exactly what I did months ago is going to be painful, so I'm not even going to try. I imagine I had it somewhere else and just never got it picked up. I love these carpenter's pencils. You'll hear me talk about them again and again. I use them for everything. Commissions and sketches and my sketchbook and all that. Everything starts with the carpenter's pencil. Yeah, I had a sketch cover done for Action Comics 1000, and it turned out really well. Like, I had this idea in my head, and I tried to explain it to him, and he took it so much further. So, really cool. Yeah. Let me see if I can remember the name of the gentleman here. I can look it up on my phone really quick and let you guys know. Ray Kaufman turned out and did this really cool thing. He had mostly like Dragon Ball Z stuff and some of the anime things that is popular, that kind of deal, that kind of art. And so I asked him if he would do that for me with that kind of drama, and it turned out really good, and it was well worth the money that I spent on it, which honestly I don't feel he's charging enough, but I'm glad he didn't, because I could afford that. So back to the children. Yeah, so the one with the two hair and the not so subtle, horns, he's going to be a problem child. There's another toddler there that only has one, and he's going to be the good son, and we're going to explore what happens when you have two different kinds of kids in the same family, I guess. Again, I draw from Saturday morning cartoons, and I draw from comic strips from the newspaper and cartoons in general, and we'll see. We're not making things complicated here. Try to keep things relatively simple so that you can follow along, and nothing too terribly subtle. Hence the bad one having 2 hairs, the good one having 1. It makes for simple designs and easily recognizable characters, which is something you really want to shoot for when you do anything visual. You want to have easily recognizable stuff. You don't want to make it overly complex. You don't want to have too many people dressing the same or with the same shape. You know, like with the robots, there's 5 different shapes there. And so when you look at them, you know which one it is without having to see the front or a number or, waiting for them to talk. And so that's a key thing to think about when you're coming up with character designs for a book or a story with multiple characters. Now, if you're having like 1 or 2 characters and they always stand across from each other, then you can start to differentiate like hair color and things like that. But this is black and white, and so I had to make big, bold differences with these characters. You'll almost always see the toddler with the 2 hairs with a scowl on his face, or some kind of evil eyes. And you'll almost always see the other one with a happy face and big, wide, bright eyes. And so that's a good way to differentiate which character is which. I'm not sure I have too terribly much to talk about. I mean, I'm recording this the day after I recorded the one for page 9. I'm going to probably end up posting them both at once. Page 9 is probably going to be a freebie because I was late, and I don't feel right in charging the patrons for late ones, I guess. So, yeah, so we'll move on. This one will post like normal, and we'll be back on our regular schedule. We just had 2 weeks in a row of having to be everywhere for kids, and then the Lexington Comic-Con. You know, stuff happens, and it happens when my designated time is to do this. So just let it go. We don't try to force it, and we carry on and try to get this done. Like I skipped last weekend drawing a page, so I can't obsess about that. We let it go, and we move on to the next week, and we get it done, and we just carry forth from there. So we'll be back on our regular schedule for everything this weekend, and that's how we get it done. Can't let the guilt of, hey, life got in the way, or hey, I had to do things for other people get in the way of it. Just carry it on, make note of it, and just keep moving. Moving forward is the best thing. Keep making content, keep providing it, keep putting it out there on all the social media that you can. Whatever you can keep up with. And that's how you do it. Same with music, same with dancing, same with art, same with writing, anything creative, movies, videos, pictures. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me ramble on like 6 different subjects. I did manage to fill the video, I guess. I want to thank Joe Lambden for his continued support. We had fun last Thursday. We got to hang out and see some cool stuff. All right, I will talk to you next week, and tell your friends about this. Share it, spread the word, and we'll get some more patrons, and we'll get to do some more cool stuff. All right. Thank you.